Yes, this is part 2 of Tembisa, South African 21-day lockdown situation in Tembisa. Like in part 1, we saw that there was a lot of presence of people on the streets, regardless of the lockdown. Now we are heading to Ivory Park, which is one of the other big centers of Tembisa. Let's see what's happening there. For those who did not see part 1, please go down in the description below to see the part 1 of Tembisa. It was also extraordinary and a little bit mind-blowing, the number of people that were out on the streets. For whom you would understand that it's okay to go out on the streets as long as you're going to buy food. But when you look into that video, it wasn't the case. People were just out in their numbers on the streets of Tembisa. So right now we're getting into Ivory Park, one of the other big centers of Tembisa, and we want to see how things are here. I'd also like to tell you that we haven't had a chance to see any presence of any security forces enforcing this lockdown in this area, in this part of the country, which would when you look around here, this is a place for a lot of street vendors whom you would see that they did not come to work, and that's kudos to them. And this area is also not as busy as it would be. This is one of the main centers, and it would be very, 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 very busy around here. But looking at the way things are, it's not that as much busy, but again, there's quite a number of people on the street. You would see that many of the vendor spots are closed. It's a very good thing. People helping the government to fight this invisible enemy. But looking at the streets of Ivory Park, I think it's going to be you as the viewer to tell me exactly what you see here. But I know this area, and trust me when I say it's usually very, 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 very busy, more busy than how it seems, than the way it is today. Yeah, it's usually busy. But again, according to other areas where we have been, there's quite a lot of people in Tembisa. Too many people, for that matter. Too many people, for that matter. It's too packed, for that matter. Yeah, this is Ivory Park in Tembisa. Part 2 of Tembisa situation, SAlockdown. Quite a number of people out on the streets, but also a lot of businesses closed down, but also the understanding that this area is normally very, 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 very packed, very busy, and so packed. Yes, we are in Tembisa. We are showing you the situation around here. We are showing you how people have responded to this lockdown on this side of the country, and it's quite a huge township. Nevertheless, we've tried to cover up some of the big centers of the township for you to have some visuals of what is going on around here. That is Tembisa. You see how big the township is. It's quite big. It's quite big. Part 2, Tembisa Lockdown, as part of South African lockdown. 21 days people are supposed to be in their homes, confined in their homes, and they're not supposed to be coming out on the streets unless they're going to buy food and getting medical supplies. The only people allowed to be walking on the streets or out in their homes are the people in what were named as the essential business sector. Those are the businesses that we cannot live without. Is that the case around here? I think that is something that you as the viewer is going to have to agree or disagree on. But like I said, the feelings around here are a little bit mixed. The sentiment in this area is quite confusing. They seem to be staying away, but within that domain, the numbers out, they're also quite huge. Police is patrolling, but we haven't seen any enforcement that asks people where they are going and why they are out around here, which means the movement around Tembisa is still free and not restricted at all, apart from the fact that the order was there from the president for everyone to stay away, but not really the case in Tembisa. People know that the president gave that order, and I believe everyone knows that they're supposed to be indoors unless they have some sort of essential needs outside. But regardless, people are still out in numbers. Yes, you could understand that normally Tembisa is very, very packed with human traffic, by the way. I'm sorry, maybe it could come out the wrong way, with foot traffic. Yeah, it's normally packed with it's normally hugely heavily for that matter, it's normally heavily packed with foot traffic. But regardless of the way it's normally packed, if you look around, you would also realize that it's still packed in one way or the other. We would not expect quite this number of people out on the streets. Yeah, the police moving around. Around there, something is going on. Someone has been smacked. I think he wants to get to the police to report. For some reason, he has been smacked. This guy here has been smacked. We don't know what happened there, but anyway, we are minding our business here. Our business is to show you how people in Tembisa are responding to the lockdown. Here is the police telling people to close the shops there. The first time we have seen this rule being enforced in Tembisa. Everyone seemed to be doing things their way, but behind there, the police was trying to tell the shopkeeper to close the shop. Right now it's 17 minutes past 4. If it was for people to be in town to buy food, you would expect by now to have quite few numbers of people. You would expect for all of them to have gone back home and confined to their areas. That's not the case around here. Case, and we are struggling as much as we can to find any area where we can say there is a visibility of security forces that around that are here to enforce this order. Like I said, I just used the right word, struggling, and we have not got the chance, at least yet. Perhaps maybe we shall find them. Mind-boggling, mind-blowing. Police vans going around but minding their own business is the order of the day. All boils down to the only way that we have possible to fight this invisible enemy: breaking its chain. Perhaps maybe we just need to be sensitized a little bit more. Maybe people don't know what it means to stay away, and they haven't seen any value from it, and for that reason they are not really being bothered at all, which I think is a big mistake. We should be bothered. I mean, you look at the big five, the big what you call them, the G5, the big countries. You look at the way this disease is messing up with their medical system, and it becomes a little bit more concerning if we don't take it serious before it hits us. So this is a tour of Tembisa Township in city of Ekurhuleni, Gauteng province, South Africa. We are checking out to see how they are responding to the from the president for them to stay away and confine themselves into their homes in order to help break the chain of spread of COVID-19. Unless we stay away, we don't stand a chance. This disease is yet to mess up with our medical system, and we understand the way it has managed to kill quite a lot of people is as a result of having no facilities to help people, those that need them, and that way a lot of people have had to die without medical attention, given the stress that the disease puts on the medical system. So if we don't take that serious right now and stay away, time is yet to come when we have to face the same situation. It's scary, guys. It's scary, and I think we should treat the situation as that scary. We need to help our governments, not only to wait up until things are messed up and come out in numbers to complain. So this is Alexandra. I've seen by the police station, I've seen there's quite a number of military presence there. I want to give you a glimpse of that situation there, and perhaps we can call it, oh no, so by Tembisa police station. I think this is where the security forces have camped, coming from here, going to different parts of Tembisa. And like I said, from both the videos, part 1 and part 2, I've not seen them enforcing anything around there. There's been not even a single security personnel inside there, apart from one incident that we've just seen in this video, where the police was hooting to the shopkeeper, telling them to, I think, close shop. Apart from that, all around where we've been, it's been business as usual. People out on the streets in their numbers, doing their things the way they wish. And that was a little bit mind-blowing. But when you look around here, you would see not really many. Okay, guys, I hope this video serves the purpose. I hope it gives you a glimpse into what is happening in Tembisa. And right now we are heading out of the township. We are heading out of the township. That's what is happening around here, and let's hope everyone decides to stay indoors for the sake of everyone. Like they say, everyone is a potential victim, but also everyone is a potential solution. It's been a trip around Tembisa. I don't think there's still so much for us to see. Let's head out. Peace. We are out.